What is up, guys? I am tired, and I think that the reason that I'm tired is because I'm running low on kind of glucose levels because I've been cutting carbs a lot recently. Um, and I think I've also kind of been cutting everything else a little bit too much. Um, I've gone from a diet of about 2,300 calories a day down to about like 1,300. Um, just from eating a smaller dinner and eating one less sandwich than usual. My lunch, usually I have two that are about this big and have like 500 calories. And now that I'm only eating one of them, that's 500 less. And plus, eating less dinner, I usually just like eat however much I want until I'm full. Now I just like, I don't know, I stop after I eat what I think is a medium portion. So I'm eating about half as much dinner. So essentially 1,000 less calories. And this has resulted in me losing about 1.2 pounds for the past 4 days. And of course, that's good. I mean, I've currently, I was, before this, I was weighing about 165 pounds and have wanted to get to 160 pounds by the end of April. And of course, it's like, oh, I'm gonna get to my goal way before I thought it would. But with something like eating, where when you drastically decrease it, it can make it a lot more unhealthy for you. You really don't want to be making that much progress so fast. And so, one of the things that you have to learn to do in some of these situations is to pace yourself. So, I will reintroduce in the morning, because I'm still trying to cut carbs, I will eat just like essentially a sandwich, but without the bread. I'm just going to eat 4 slices of turkey and just like a slice of cheese. Because I literally in my weight training class at school and in my track practice, I am actually like genuinely feeling exhausted when I'm trying to work out because my body does not have enough glucose to use. And of course, when you go into nutrition science, my body should be running more off of ketones from fats and proteins. But I've kind of cut those as well by not eating another sandwich and not eating as much dinner. So yeah, today's video was very anecdotal, but if there is anything that you can get from it to apply to your life, I actually wouldn't say that drastic change is always a bad thing, because me doing this drastic change has actually made me realize, oh, I can lose weight kind of easily. But it's just that it's really not ideal to do it that way. Of course, I've been feeling exhausted and I have a lot more craving for food now, but I can tolerate it. It's more something that's just annoying rather than something that's genuinely drastically decreasing my quality of life as well. So I think that in the beginning, sometimes it can be good to have some drastic change just so you can have that initial blip of motivation so that you can see that it's possible. There have been a few times where I try to go on a cut and I decrease the amount of food I'm eating by a small amount, but it's usually not a drastic enough change to where I really notice it in my daily life. I often forget to eat that small amount less food because it's such a minuscule amount that I could just be like, oh, whatever, I'm just gonna eat it anyway because it's only a small amount, so what's the difference? And then when I go to the scale in the morning, it's barely a difference in my weight as well, and I'm like, "Ugh, I just don't see any change, and then I don't do anything. I return to my old habits. But I think that once you get past that initial change in the beginning, you realize, oh, this is possible, then you can kind of go further and pace yourself better because I don't want to be losing 1.2 pounds a night for the next 25 days until the end of April. That would not be good. Of course that's not exactly how it works out, but I've been exhausted and hungry, and it's just not good in the long run. So, yeah, if you got any value from this video, then that's great. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.